Hello, children. Today we are going to know about the chapter The Summit Within, which is written by Major HPS Ahluwalia. Let's know something about Major HPS Ahluwalia. Major HPS Ahluwalia was a member of the first successful Indian expedition to Mount Everest in 1965. In this lesson, he has talked about his experience of climbing the world's highest summit. In this chapter, he has discussed his experience of climbing the Everest. He tells the readers how the physical conquest changes one on a personal and spiritual level. When somebody has climbed the Everest, so it has completely changed the person physically, personally, and spiritually. After talking about climbing the physical summit, he has also talked about the task of climbing the summit within. So, he has also talked about the summit within. It means to control one's emotion. He is talking about this in this chapter. Now, let us know the summary of the summit within. The summit within begins with the author expressing how he felt as he stood at the summit of Everest. When he reached at the peak, then he is sharing how he felt over there. Despite the physical exhaustion, the serene view made him feel multiple emotions, the dominant of which was humility. He believes that a man who has been to the mountains is never the same before because the obstacles he has faced, now he has become the strongest person. He further talked about climbing the summit of the mind once he had climbed the summit of Everest. As soon as he got rid of his physical exhaustion, his mind started wondering as to why people climb mountains. Now the author is confused that why do people climb mountains? Most people would simply say because it is there. Because Mount Everest is there, so people are climbing. If the thing is there, then only people climb it or want to achieve it. But the author had a more personal answer to the question, but the author's answer is different. He had always been fascinated by the mountains and would get miserable on being away from them. So, since childhood, author was attracted towards the mountains. When he was a child, he wanted to climb the mountains. He mentions how the obstacles in climbing a mountain are physical. A climb to summit means endurance, persistence, and willpower. He talks about another question, that is why Everest? Simply because it's the highest and mightiest, that one want to climb the highest peak, that is Mount Everest. No wonder how difficult the passage is upwards. The sense of fulfillment, excitement, joy, and satisfaction while standing on the top of the summit is incomparable. As he is saying that he has faced all the difficulties, that it is very difficult to climb the Mount Everest. They have faced so many difficulties, but when they have reached the peak, they were feeling the sense of fulfillment, that they love that scene when they reached at the top. The experience is other. The experience is otherworldly. He says that there is no perfect answer to the question as to why he climbed Everest. He is not having any answer that why he climbed the Everest. He compared it to why people breathe. So he is comparing that why do people breathe? Because it is necessary. So it was his passion to climb the mountains. He explains how fellow climbers help each other in fulfilling this conquest. Famous climbers have left records of help without which they would have given up. Standing on the summit makes you realize that the struggle was worthwhile. When they have reached the Everest, they were thinking that the climb was worthwhile because the scene over the top was mesmerizing. The view motivates you to rise above your current situations. It provides a means for communion with God. He is feeling like that he is in the company of God on the highest peak. He explains how you bow down and make your submission to the God you worship. The group had left pictures and relics of the gods they believed in. He then continues talking about the other summit, the summit within, which is harder to climb. But any climb, regardless of physical or spiritual, holds the change you completely. He expresses that having successfully climbed the Everest has given him the strength to face life's problems, and that climbing a summit, internal or that of a mountain, is a worthwhile experience. In this chapter, author is basically emphasizing that to climb the Mount Everest is easy as compared to climb the inner mountain. That he is talking about the inner emotions and feelings, that we have to win or we have to overcome our inner emotions and feelings. If we think that we can win, then we can win. So he is emphasizing on the inner summit that is more difficult than the outer summit. I hope the chapter is clear to you all. Thank you.